In this video, we will explain absolutely everything you need to know to travel to the wine route in Argentina, exploring the heart of Mendoza, the charm of Luján de Cuyo, and the wild luxury of the Uco Valley. This is the definitive guide and the most complete video you will watch today about this destination, covering the complex logistics of visiting the best wineries in the world, where to eat the perfect barbecue paired with Malbec, and how to see the highest mountain in the Americas. We will teach you the difference between the regions, how to get around without spending a fortune on a private driver, and the best tips for bringing your bottles home. So let us get started. Mendoza is an oasis in the middle of the Argentine desert, responsible for almost 70% of all wine production in the country. It is a place of impressive visual contrasts where green vines contrast with the snow-capped Andes Mountains in the background. It is a destination of sophistication, world-class gastronomy, and adventure, perfect for couples, groups of friends, and food lovers. Now, let us move on to logistics and planning. What is the best time to visit the wine route? Mendoza is a sun city with 300 days of sunshine a year. The best time by far is autumn, especially March and April. It is the time of vendimia, the grape harvest, when the city is partying and the vines are full. Spring from October to December is also beautiful and green. Summer from January to February is very hot, with temperatures exceeding 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Winter from June to August is cold and dry, ideal for those who want to see snow in the nearby mountains or ski. But the vines will be dry and brown. And how many days to stay? To do the complete itinerary visiting the 3 main wine regions and also doing the high mountain tour, the bare minimum we recommend is 4 to 5 days. The ideal to take it easy and include a spa day at the thermal baths is 6 days. Now, let us talk about transportation and logistics between regions. To arrive, you will fly to El Plumerillo International Airport in Mendoza, MDZ. To get around between Mendoza Center and the wine regions, you have a few options since the distances are large. From Center to Luján de Cuyo, it is about 30 minutes by car. A taxi or Uber costs about $8 to $10 one way. From Center to Uco Valley, the distance is greater, about an hour and a half drive. An Uber can cost about $30 to $40, but the return can be difficult to get. The best option is to hire a Remis private driver for the whole day, which costs about $80 to $100 a day, or rent a car if you have a designated driver who does not drink, as the dry law is strict. Another option is the bus Vitivinicola, a tourist bus that runs fixed routes hop-on hop-off and costs about $40 for the ticket. Staying in a good region will make your trip much easier. The strategy on this route is to split accommodation or choose a strategic base. The first option is Mendoza Center. It is the most practical and cheapest base. You are close to restaurants, shops, and nightlife and can take day trips to wineries every day. The second option is Chacras de Coria in Luján de Cuyo. It is a charming residential neighborhood full of trees and boutique hotels. It is quieter and is halfway between the center and the wineries. The third option is the Uco Valley. It is for those seeking luxury and isolation. You stay inside the wineries, waking up facing the mountains. It is an incredible experience but expensive, and you are stuck at the hotel for dinner. We created this personalized map that explains exactly which is the best region in each of these areas. Staying in this marked area, you cannot go wrong. We will leave here on the screen QR code and in the video description the link to this exclusive map. We created them on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices and free cancellation. And remembering that in this link below, we always organize everything you need to set up your entire trip for the lowest price. The sites we use to build our trips, and that have everything much cheaper, such as international eSIM cell phone chip to have internet on the roads, discounted travel insurance tickets for all the attractions we mentioned, good and cheap hotels. We have already stayed at the car rental comparator, which is essential for the Uco Valley, and the global account to carry pesos or dollars. Save this page in your favorites. Now let us get to the main detailed regions and attractions. The first region is Maipú. It is the oldest and most traditional zone right next to the city. Attraction number 1 here is Bodega La Rural, which houses an impressive wine museum with antique tools. Attraction number 2 is Casa El Enemigo, by the famous winemaker Alejandro Vigil. The paired lunch here is considered one of the best gastronomic experiences in Argentina, inspired by Dante's Divine Comedy. It costs about $80 to $100 and requires reservation months in advance. Attraction number 3 is Olivicola. Lauer voted the best olive oil producer in the world, where you do olive oil and vinegar tasting. The second region is Luján de Cuyo, the land of Malbec. It is 30 minutes from the center. Attraction number 4 is Catena Zapata. The winery is shaped like a Mayan pyramid and is the most famous in Argentina. The tour is super popular. Attraction number 5 is Bodega Lagarde, one of the oldest and most charming, famous for the long lunch under the centennial trees. Attraction number 6 is the Cashuta Thermal Baths, a complex of natural thermal water pools in the middle of the mountains, perfect for relaxing a whole day. The Terma Spa is the exclusive part and costs about $70 with lunch. The third region is the Uco Valley, the new world of wine. It is 90 minutes from the center and has the most dramatic landscapes. Attraction number 7 is Bodega Salentine. It has an underground cellar designed for perfect acoustics and looks like a religious temple, as well as an art gallery. Attraction number 8 is Zuccardi Piedra Infinita, voted several times the best winery in the world for its architecture using local stones and integrating into the desert landscape. Lunch here is unforgettable and costs about $120. The fourth region is High Mountain. It is not wine, but it is unmissable. Attraction number 9 is the Aconcagua Provincial Park. You take the international road towards Chile, passing through the Potrerillos Dam and the Puente del Inca, a natural yellow geological formation. In the park, you take a light walk to the viewpoint to see Aconcagua Peak, the roof of the Americas, at almost 23,000 feet high. The guided tour costs about $50. An important tip that will save you time and money is to buy tickets for attractions and tours in advance. During harvest season, lunches at famous wineries like El Enemigo and Zuccardi sell out 3 months before. We will leave in the QR code on the screen and in the description the link to the site where we always buy tickets and tours for the lowest price. It is the largest tour site in the world and has practically everything there. Tickets for the wine bus, high mountain excursions and spa days, everything for the lowest price, and you can buy in dollars, saving on international fees. Let us go shopping. Mendoza is a paradise for buying wine and olive oil. If you do not want to carry weight from the wineries, the golden tip is the Sol y Vino shop on Sarmiento Avenue in the center, which has a huge selection and packs for travel. Lore olive oil is a cheap and sophisticated gift. On Las Heras Avenue, you find leather jackets and bags and regional products like dulce de leche and alfajor at great prices. Speaking of gastronomy, in Mendoza, you eat like a king. The main dish is the high and juicy ojo de bife. Mendocina empanadas baked are the mandatory starter. For a cheap and authentic experience in the center, go to Don Mario or the El Patio de Jesus Maria Steakhouse. A hearty dinner costs about $16. For something modern, Aristides Villanueva Street is full of bars and craft breweries like Bingo, where you spend about $10. And of course, the multi-course lunches tasting menus at the wineries are the big attraction, ranging from $40 to $150 per person. And what to do at night? Nightlife concentrates on Aristides Street. It is where young people and tourists go to drink beer and cocktails at sidewalk tables. The casino at the Hyatt Hotel on the main square is also an elegant option. And if you are traveling with kids, Mendoza can be a challenge, but General San Martin Park with its playgrounds and lake is great. The Serpentarium in the city entertains the little ones. Many wineries are now kids-friendly and offer painting or cooking activities for children, while parents taste. Mandatory documentation for international tourists. To enter Argentina, rules are simple, generally requiring just a valid passport. No visa is required for tourism. And remembering travel insurance. Medical costs in Argentina for tourists are charged and can be expensive in quality private clinics. We never travel without it. And in the link in the description, there is the comparator we use, which always finds insurance for half the price. And to combine your trip, the classic combination is with Santiago, Chile. Crossing the Andes by bus is one of the most beautiful trips in the world, passing through the Caracoles Road. The trip takes about 7 to 8 hours and costs about $40. Another option is to combine with Buenos Aires, as you will likely connect there. If you liked this complete and deep guide, like the video, and subscribe to our channel to travel more and better around the world. Thank you very much and have a safe trip.